Welcome to Your Cyber Path, the podcast that helps you get your dream cybersecurity job by sharing the secrets of experienced hiring managers and top cybersecurity professionals with you. Now, on to the show.
But sometimes the answers you get kind of don't make a lot of sense. And I've noticed this. One of my friends calls it ChatGPT is a probabilistic word salad. And what he means by that is that it just kind of, sometimes you get some random stuff and it makes its best guess, but it is, after all, a computer and it doesn't actually know the intonation and what you're asking underneath. Have you come across a lot of that where you get some answers and you're just like, what the heck is that? Well, that wasn't even close to what I was asking.
Yeah, absolutely. The hallucinations are a common sort of problem, particularly for enterprise, being able to trust that information and the accuracy of it. As you mentioned, it doesn't understand the context. It doesn't connect two different ideas together. It is simply a very advanced auto completion tool. Just like the autocomplete on your iPhone, it's using the same underlying algorithm and technology called a transformer, where it's predicting the next word in each sequence. And it's actually predicting the next word based on the previous words in addition to the input. So, which is crazy to think about because it generates, pages of responses to be able to predict all of those different words. But across that process, there's got to be some holes in the way in which it's referencing its database and putting it all together. I'm sure that'll be improved over time. It's just about the size of the training set and also something called RLHF, reinforced learning with human feedback. So it's the thumbs up and the thumbs down in all of the responses of ChatGPT that OpenAI is encouraging the users to rate based on how helpful that answer was. And that was quite a controversial implementation of that particular tool because it means that the users themselves are steering the AI's sort of intelligence and knowledge and contextual understanding of information. And that could be bad if people are thumbsing up something that shouldn't be thumbsed up. So that's how kind of they're getting away with, not getting away, but solving the hallucination problem by getting the feedback from the users to say, yeah, this wasn't helpful.
Yeah, and I think a good point on that is if you're using this in your job, right? And I use ChatGPT a lot in my current job. I would recommend that you use it as a starting point and not a finished product. And what I mean by that is if I'm writing a script for a new course, right? Like Kip and I just finished doing a course for Udemy called Security Essentials. And I use ChatGPT to write a lot of the scripts I used. But that being said, that is not the final thing you saw in the course or heard from me in the course because I use that as my rough draft. And then I went in and I verified it for accuracy. I verified, and in my case, I already know the information is accurate because this is Security Essentials and I'm a security expert. So it's easy for me to do that. But if I was asking it to do something in a field that I don't know about, like medicine or chemistry or biology, I would need to get an expert in there to verify it's right, or I'm going to have to Google it all and make sure it's all right. Because what I have found is that, as you said, Sean, that the hallucinations happen where it sounds 100% confident, but it really doesn't know if it's right or not. And it will say things that I know for a fact are dead wrong, and I have to go in there and change those.
Yeah.
And so if you're using this in your work product, definitely take it with a grain of salt. It's very useful and really good at summarizing data, but when it creates new stuff, there is a lot of room for errors.
Yeah.